what's happening YouTube? I believe like about 4 hours ago, the Cleveland Cavaliers traded for Caris LeVert for basically only Ricky Rubio and a first rounder, a lottery protected first rounder, and two second rounders. And like about 2 months ago, I basically made a video on why I think the Cavs could be a really like a tough, really good team in the East. But now the Cleveland Cavaliers just basically got their final puzzle without giving up much. They just gave up pennies for a dollar. Like you just traded like a first round pick, which is it's not gonna be too much because like the Cavs are a really good team. Nevertheless, they got Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, um, Darius Garland, and now Caris LeVert, who is a certified walking bucket. Like a walking bucket. Like I believe he averaged like nearly 20 points per game, and he exploded for like what 47 points one game. Like, hey, like honestly, like I legit think the Cavs can make it to the NBA Finals this year. Yes, I said it this year because think about it. Yeah, Mobley, right? Who could play defense on point guards, on legit point guards. Like I remember seeing my Clippers face against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, Paul George, like one of the most smoothest player in the game right now, who has really good handles. Evan Mobley held his own against Paul George. And I seen him got Reggie Jackson as well too. And Jared Allen, he also has like the nice mobility as well too. And he's a really good rim protector and a really versatile defender, which is that's just crazy. And you got Garland, who is pretty much going to be really good for the Cavaliers. And the Cavs didn't even give up Colin Sexton. Think about it. They didn't even give up Colin Sexton. That's just mind-boggling. And they have a really deep team. They got Okora as well too. I believe they have Lamar Stevens. Like I know, like the East been getting pretty tough. They got the Bulls who had DeRozan, Lonzo, Levine, but I think Lonzo's hurt. And then you got the Brooklyn Nets who's on a big time slump. And then you got the Miami Heat who has a really deep team. But I think like the Cavs pretty much got the final piece. They really got a legit good shooting guard, a really good bucket getter. Like his 3 point percentage is not the most ideal. Is like 31%, but he's not the type of guy that you would leave him necessarily like leave him open. But I guess that's probably your best bet if you want to play defense on Caris LeVert. But he's a great slasher, and he's quick. He gets the buckets, man. He gets the buckets. Like I legit think the Cavs like it's a really bold statement, but I have no reason to believe this. Like I have nothing to gain, but I genuinely think the Cavs have a shot to make a title. I mean, not win the title, but make it to the NBA Finals this year. I know it's a really hot take. It's a really hot take. Like, but you never know. Like, the window is opening for a lot of teams, honestly. Like, no one thought the Cavs were gonna be this good. So, and with all the how the team is structured, like, I just like how team oriented is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, honestly, man, like they literally have the Twin Towers, and now they got an elite backcourt, and they pretty much got a good wing in Isaac Okoro. Like, again, I just love like how team oriented it is. Like, they're literally like a really deep team. And as for the Indiana Pacers, I mean, it was like not the worst trade they can make, honestly. Like they're pretty much like in tank mode, rebuilding. So gotta give LeVert for someone else, and the Sixers they were not willing to give Ben Simmons for LeVert, which is I think the Sixers are kind of making a mistake because like they think Ben Simmons is basically like LeBron or Michael Jordan or something. But I mean, the Pacers did give for just Ricky Rubio though. That's pretty low. Like might as well. My Clippers should pretty much like maybe they should try to peek at Miles Turner, bro. Maybe ask for Zubac for Miles Turner because they pretty much just essentially got LeVert for Ricky Rubio, who's Like Levert is like a galaxy ahead of Ricky Rubio, respectfully. And Ricky Rubio is a really good point guard, but I mean, like we're talking about Karis LeVert though, and Zubac, like for Zubac for the Clippers, like he's actually like somewhat of a reliable, solid big. He's a bit slow, but he can actually play and all this stuff. And but that's just me being a little bit off topic. Like, man, they're willing to sell this low though. But hey, again, that should wrap up this video. Just let me know what you think about this about this trade in general. Like, I think this is a big W for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, this is probably like another big highway robbery for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, honestly, like they pretty much just give a pennies for $1,000. But like I said, just let me know on both sides of trades, and I'll pretty much like get with you guys in the comment section, and let's get it, man. Trade is crazy, bro. Trade is just crazy.